Hello and welcome to High Point Music's Gear Reviews. I'm Lewis, and in today's episode I'm going to run you through the Mad Professor Kosmos Reverb. The Kosmos Reverb is an 11 setting multi-effect style pedal. They're all reverb sounds with a few different features like a shimmer and a little bit of delay settings. So I'm going to show you the basic controls for a few of my favorite settings. So let's get into it. So the first setting I'm going to show you is their plate reverb setting. The plate reverb setting, the controls are our mix, so we get our wet and dry signal. All the way off is our straight clean tone, which of course is my Fender Stratocaster into the La Clean, and I've got the Kosmos running in the effects loop for the most traditional style sounding reverb. As we turn that volume or that level set control up, we blend our reverb in. We have a tone control and the time control. So the time control sets how long the reverb goes for. So you can get a short and a fast. And our control knob varies from setting to setting. In most of the modes, the control knob is a ducking feature. And what that does is it watches your playing dynamics and almost acts in the way of a compressor, so that when you're playing, the reverb volume is turned down, and when you stop playing, it'll swell that reverb in. Helps to keep things nice and clear and as less muddy as possible. So you might have a moderate reverb setting like this. Whereas when you dial that control to an extreme setting, a little bit unnatural sounding having that reverb come through when it drops down. So you might go where the ducking is very minimal. Of course, you can just turn that off and control how much reverb is occurring by the size of the room and the amount of the reverb here in the level control. That's the plate setting. The next setting is their room mode. Again, we have a ducking control, a tone, a time, and a level. Reasonably quick, so turn that up a bit. Some of that duck added in with a longer time. A bit more extreme. You can hear it just come through there at the end. Certain settings will benefit more from that than others. The next is a traditional spring sound. Again, same ducking feature. I think the ducking feature on the spring reverb sounds similar to a pre-delay, and the pre-delay is a great feature because you don't actually hear reverb until it bounces back to you in the room. So being able to create a smaller gap in time between your clean tone and when that reverb starts coming in is a really cool feature. Make that a bit more obvious. About that 12 o'clock mark will start to make a bigger difference. that little bit of swell back there. I find the sweet spot for most of those settings is about that 12 o'clock mark. So anywhere between 9 and 12 will give you a fairly noticeable change in tone. Cool. Now we've got a few hall settings further on, so I'm going to change up to the first of the Shimmer Modes, which gives us that octave up sound. I'm going to accent the high frequencies by changing that tone control a little bit. Using the ducking feature to allow that octave to blend in is a cool feature. Another shimmer mode the unit has. Which is a 2 octaves up setting. And then we have the third shimmer mode, and the control function for this actually changes. And now it's a ratio between normal reverb and the shimmer sound. So if we turn that all the way down, we get our straight hall. And turn that all the way up, where the reverb is now mixed out and you're only getting that pitch shifted reverb sound. Back to the minimum setting for comparison. It's still there, but there's a lot more of that natural reverb going on. The next setting is a room with some slapback delay, and the control function is giving us that mix it there. Obvious with a smaller time. Pretty cool. The next room mode has a multi-head delay. Multi-head delays are a tape delay. So you can hear there's a few repeats coming in there. Which is pretty cool. I think if you're into ambient sounds or creating some soundscapes, having those reverb and delay features in one pedal saves a lot of pedal board space and gives you a lot of options to create different tones that are all still going to be reasonably unobtrusive from a reverb pedal. In these modes, we've also got our freeze function. You saw that at the start of the video, where when you hold that button down, it creates a small loop on what you're playing. Swells it in. It's a great way to add sustain to your playing without using a compressor or a distortion pedal. Then we go to 2 of these swell modes. So in the swell mode, it's going to cut all of our sound, and it'll only come in when we hold that button down. So for example, and then back off. Like so. And we can make that swell really quick by turning the control down, and really long by turning that control up. Which makes it a lot smoother sounding. And then the last of the rise modes, which gives us that little bit of shimmer on top as well. Almost church organ-like kind of sounding. We'll make that a little faster. Like so. So they're the 11 modes. We've got our traditional reverb modes, the plate, the room, the spring, the hall sounds, and then we've got our shimmer modes. So there's a standard shimmer, the 2 octaves, and the mix mode. We've got our slapback delay and our multi-head delay modes, which are a great combined delay feature, combined reverb and delay, and then the 2 swell functions. Some people would use a volume pedal for a swell or the control knob on their guitar, but having it tied into that reverb pedal really makes it a great tool for creating soundscapes and ambient tones within the music you're playing. And you can obviously go from some pretty wild sounds like the slapback or the shimmer sound right into a standard spring reverb with a little bit of pre-delay. So very versatile in my opinion. It sounds great. The soft touch switching is a nice feature, particularly because of that freeze and swell function. It seems really well built, so I'm pretty happy with it. I would definitely use one of these. I think it's got some great features. If you're interested in checking one of these Kosmos delays out, you can do so by following the link below. There's also a link there to the blog where I go into a little bit more detail about the exact control and what each mode is specifically doing. If you've enjoyed the video, we appreciate if you follow, like, share, subscribe to our channels on any of our social medias. If you're interested in seeing more of this kind of stuff, or if there's a particular setting you'd like to see more, leave a suggestion or a comment below as well. And as always, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.